40 Worst Things Friends Have Done. According to Reddit. Number 40. My ex-girlfriend once threw a fucking rock at one of my friends because he had something to piss her off. He had said something. I wish I could say I broke up with her then and there, but I was stupid enough to stay with her for another 3 months. Well, damn. We're off to a strong start. Number 39. I was in a relationship with a guy for about 4 months. Things were going well, but I started noticing some red flags. The final straw was when he told me a story about how when he was in high school, he went to a cafe with some friends to hang out. He wasn't hungry, so he didn't order anything, but the lady in line behind him thought maybe it was because he didn't have any money. So she bought him a cookie to eat with his friends. Somehow, this offended him, and he spent the rest of the time staring at her without ever touching the cookie, trying to make a point to her. He told this story to me proudly, and when I got upset at his behavior, he tried to say he was joking, but I never believed it. We come from a wealthy area and grew up wealthy, but he was very insecure about a lot of things, mainly because he was a college-educated guy but couldn't find a job. I think, to him, her kind gesture suggested that he couldn't afford anything to eat, and he was enormously insulted by that. I lost my final bit of respect for him and broke up with him shortly after. Understand, this was just the last thing he did that really gave me insight into his values, and overall, I was no longer liking what I saw. Well, isn't that something? If you're joining late, welcome, if you can't read, to the 40 worst things friends have done. As we continue up to number 38, this ought to get good. Sam and Hazel, both girls, were best friends from day one in high school. I'd been friends with Sam in middle school, and I knew she was essentially a narcissist who honestly believed she was the most irresistible catch. This not only led to her sleeping with an 18/19-year-old when she was 13/14, but also, once he got married, sending him pictures of her naked as a minor and dropping a tip to his new wife that led to child porn on his computer. Wife snooped, found it, he got dishonorably discharged from the Marines and incarcerated. That was Sam in a nutshell. Jesus Christ. So, when Hazel decided she had a crush on Alec in our school, Sam decided she wanted Alec first. Hazel, however, got to Alec, and Alec dated her for a year. Then, Sam got to Alec, and he started cheating on Hazel with Sam. When Hazel found out, she ended things and told Alec to go stuff himself. Okay. Alec stayed with Sam for a few months, found out she was cheating, shocker, and eventually got Hazel back, though it took 2 years. He got Hazel back, huh? Hazel was in the mood for some of that sloppy woppy jingle kringle. Ill, dude, ill, okay? You're dating a girl, and then some other girl's like, nah, come give me some of that. So you cheat on the girl that you're dating to get with this other girl, and then the other girl cheat on you, and then you're all like, oh man. So I'm gonna go back to the first girl, and the first girl's like, yeah, I'm down with that. Ugh. Anyway, Hazel and Alec dated for another year before she ended things for good, sure. Before she jumped back into the dating pool, she got herself tested. Lo and behold, she had gotten an incurable, lifelong, sexually transmitted disease. This is getting good, guys. She told Alec. Alec got himself tested and found out that he had it. Hazel had never had sex with anyone else, and they both realized that since Alec was the only only had sex with Sam prior to Hazel, Sam had to be the origin point for theirs. Hazel was livid and also devastated. The worst part was that Sam confided to me later that she knew she had it when she was dating Alec, and he had gone back to Hazel. Specifically, I told her, Hazel got an STD from Alec, Sam. You need to get tested because they think they got it from you. I could barely get the whole sentence out before she goes, oh, I gave that to them. I know. And then she pauses for comedic effect and goes, oops. Oh my God, in a cutesy voice, and laughs. Oh my God. Oh my God. She then admitted she had unprotected sex often because it felt better. Sluts are so scary to me, man. Sluts are the real life monsters, guys. Don't be afraid of Oogie Boogie and shit going bump in the night, man. Be scared of these sluts. They walk among you. They tryna get you paws for all of that shit that you don't have yet. Oh my God. Hey, look, it's Emmy. And Hannah. Wow. It must be some sort of blue moon. Both Hannah and Emmy coming out of the woodwork. Wow. Pimp Daddy Fat Man says, Kyle, you want hot dogs? Come on, guys. You know, you guys must be in a really gay mood as usual. Merry Christmas, and I hope that your new year is something basic that you guys are used to seeing in a fucking Facebook status. You know what I mean? If you stay alive, then you're doing better than half the people out there. How about that? So as we roll up to number 37, a friend of mine since middle school, we can call him Jake. Jake started smoking weed with the rest of us, but unlike the rest of us, he was instantly hooked on the mystique of drug use and the feeling of being out of himself. While the rest of our pretty large friend group generally kept our shit together and started our careers and lives, Jake got deeper and deeper into the subculture. He started doing and selling painkillers. He got arrested a couple of times, went to jail, got out. The last winter, Jake got into an argument with our friend, Matt, in the middle of the night. They were roommates and had probably been up for a while, and Jake was doing meth at the time and was easily set off. Jake stabbed Matt about a dozen times. Matt ended up in the hospital for a couple of months, a roller coaster of getting better and getting worse, until he finally contracted pneumonia and died. Jake is doing life. I miss both of them. Jesus Christ, man. Meth? Come on. Come on. Well, I hope none of you are doing meth, and I hope that you're all well. Jesus Christ. Hope you're doing well, Emily, and enjoying your time at home, which really just translates to time that we can't play PlayStation because, whatever, I guess, whatever. Hilda Hernandez says hi. How you doing, Hilda? As we continue up this list, we are arriving now at number 36. After 6 years of friendship, he comes to my house telling me it's about work and rapes me. Without warning, unprompted, not drunk, not high. 1 second we were talking about logotype colors. The other, he's beating the shit out of me and I'm swelling with blood. I'm smelling my own blood, holy shit. We had been alone hundreds of times before. He was totally average, no weird behavior. He was engaged to a hot blonde, so no friend zone stuff. There's nothing anyone can tell me that I haven't overanalyzed obsessively for years. I will never know why. I'm just glad that he didn't kill me. I still have a hard time trusting people. So we want to know if you did or said anything about it and got this guy into the trouble that he, you know what I mean? Like if a guy rapes your ass, his juices and DNA are all up inside your shit. You know what I'm talking about? So maybe you could have just gone and let some people scoop that out to implicate this asshole. She goes on to say he broke me, but he didn't destroy my life. I've survived a lot of unbelievably bad stuff, and before after this, come on, I have rebuilt again. Okay, not a victim, a survivor. Did you fuck him for this, please? That's what we want to know. Enough of this bullshit, please. Did you fuck him for this because he deserved to be fucked? After asking for help and no one believed me, I simply went silent, moved the farther I could from that place. This is a reality for women. Also, I do not allow a man to pick me up, to drive me anywhere. It is sad. I am sorry. Well, bitches, whatever y'all need to do to stay safe, do it. You know what I mean? Because women are just as bad. They will take every opportunity to fuck people over. Why y'all think men recording at women all of the damn time? And it's a fucking shame. But hey, better I get in trouble for recording you without your consent than me get in trouble for recording you, for not recording you, and then, oh, the false rape accusation comes out of nowhere. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. The dude didn't get punished. That's what happened in this story. Only Jello will cheer us up. There's a little Jello emoji. You guys like that? Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's a gift from Kyle. Wow. Number 35. I watched a friend get his pants pulled down in the middle of an intoxicated sleep, and watched another friend put peanut butter into his butt crack and convince him he shit himself in his sleep. I really love how some white people, they doing some borderline homosexual shit in the name of a prank. You know what I mean? This has passed the gay line. I like to think there is a gay line in the sand, and like, hey man, fun is fun. And this in a way is kind of harmless, you know what I mean? It's the way a prank should really be. But to be the one pulling the pants down and administering the fucking peanut butter. If it was a girl in there and we were like, hey, Sheila, you know what you should do? Take this peanut butter and put it down the crack of his ass. Then that's not so gay. But when you the dude and he a dude and he's drunk and you're like, man, let me pull this guy's pants down. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's stop right there. You know what I mean? Seems kind of gay. I don't know if the payoff gonna be worth it. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they're Jake Paul or something, and they're gonna take a video of this and monetize it in a way that's gonna make them thousands of fucking dollars in under a week. So maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe crossing the gay line is what it's all about, but it has nothing to do with me. So as we roll up to number 34. When I was a senior in high school, I was running with an older crowd, let's say 24 to 25-year-old douches, because I saw the opportunity to make much more money than my job at the gym could provide me. What a young entrepreneur. Naturally, we were selling drugs. That's how you make that money, baby. Kyle does not condone the selling of drugs or the use of drugs. But if you're gonna use it, don't sell it, man. Come on now. The cops are already gonna put your ass away if they catch you with just a fucking fingernail's worth of that shit. You are fucked. Anyway, my friend Mark was the ringleader of the bunch, and he had an extremely violent temperament. Wow. Mark was very crazy about this beautiful girl named Leah, and would often threaten anyone who tried to make advances towards her. The problem was, Leah didn't like Mark at all. She had called him a repulsive animal on more than one occasion, but he never seemed to get the message. Leah was throwing a party on Halloween and there was a pretty big turnout. We had all been doing deals all day and nobody was against the idea of popping in and getting a few drinks at her party. Prior to us arriving, Mark gets a call that really pisses him off. He finds out from a friend at the party that Leah had gone into her bedroom with another guy. He picked up the speed and was furiously cursing. We tried to calm him down, which proved impossible. When we arrived, he told us to stay in the car. That ain't good. We were 2 to 3 hours walking distance from where we had parked our cars, so we decided to stay in the car, hoping that nothing crazy was going to happen inside. I mean, this has nothing to do with us, you know? Or maybe they were thinking, please allow Kyle to cut in here, forgive me for getting real. You guys probably don't know what this is like. But sometimes when you know somebody that's so crazy, that's so miserable, that's so unbearable, that sometimes when you know they're going to do something that's going to set them over the edge, that's going to make them go fucking crazy, you just don't even stop it. I mean, this, you know, at this point, it's just like, my God, let whatever happen is going to happen, so that maybe we can come closer to this kind of shit not happening anymore, because some people won't stop until they are stopped. You know what I mean? just like a car going way too damn fast with no brakes. Until something puts itself in the path that's going to stop that car, hey baby. So we got to let nature take its course. And I think that's what they were thinking, which is terrible because this guy was probably going to go in there and fuck himself over and end up in jail. But maybe they're thinking, man, if this guy was in jail, then it'd be a burden off of our shoulders. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, what a sad story. As we continue though, ugh. We were just sitting in the car hoping nothing crazy happened inside. That turned out to be a false hope. Mark came running out, dragging some unconscious guy with a bloody face over to the car, with Leah trailing behind him, bawling her eyes out. Mark tosses the guy in the trunk, tied his hands behind his back, and shut it on him. Nobody in the car did anything immediately, because we thought we might be able to talk some sense into him as we drove away from the scene. Yalla, this is a comedically optimistic group of motherfuckers at this point. Y'all already knew this boy was going to do something stupid when he ran into that party to fucking go crazy on the bitch that he wishes was his, but she ain't in the mood for that, right? And you guys are just like, man, maybe he's not going to do anything if he goes in there. And then he comes out with a body who he has tied up and thrown into the fucking car. Fucking Mark, dude. This Mark ass Mark. And then he jumps in the car and you guys are driving and everybody's like, man, maybe you could talk some sense into him. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God. I love this story. Mark talks to the guy in the truck, tied his hands behind his back and shut it on him. Nobody in the car did anything immediately because we thought we might be able to talk some sense into him as he drove away from the scene. The scene of the crime. The crime in progress at this point. The crime in which you assholes are accessories. What the fuck y'all gonna tell the police? That's the type of shit that should be flying through your mind. What do you say to the police? Man, we were so scared because, I mean, he just knocked another guy out and put him in the trunk. What were we gonna do? Yeah. Let's just hope all of you were breathing at the end to be able to implicate him as the main guy in this crime. And we were just scared. We were along for the ride. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nobody did anything immediately because we thought we might be able to talk some sense into him as we drove away from the scene, and we were concerned that the police were on their way to Leah's house and we didn't want to be anywhere near it, especially since we had drugs on us. Well, that's a little better. At least these things are making sense now, because it's like, well, we can't be here when the cops get here, man. We got drugs all over us, baby. You see this jacket? It's made of drugs. Anyway, fast forward to 30 minutes. Mark had driven into a forested area. 30 minutes, dude. He pulled out a pistol and started waving it in our faces, saying that nobody would speak about what was about to happen or the same thing would happen to us. Damn, Mark. He grabbed the now conscious guy from the trunk and put him in front of the car headlights. He hit him a few more times, pissed on him, and then tied him to a tree. One of my other friends called 911 and told them where we were and to bring an ambulance. What, like an earshot? That's gangster. Mark got back in the car and smiled at us, acting like nothing at all happened. So he didn't kill the guy, he tied him to a tree. Interesting. I feigned ignorance and played along until I got into my car, where I immediately blocked Mark and proceeded to get the fuck out of there. Now, guys, I gotta tell you the truth, man. I gotta tell you the truth here. I feel like if it were me, I would have taken the opportunity when I got the chance, wrestled that gun away from Mark and shot this nigga in both his legs. It's not murder. It's not murder. And we got enough witnesses all over the place to see, yo, Mark was unhinged. He was rolling into a party, snatching people up and throwing them in trunks and all kind of shit like this. Come on. Come on. Do you get what I'm saying? It's madness. It's madness. And this is scary. I distanced myself from my other friends as well, not wanting to get entwined with any more bullshit. At last I heard Mark had gotten into a drunken brawl at a bar where he had smashed a stool over a guy's head, which rightfully landed him behind bars. As far as the validity of that story, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him, but I wasn't interested enough to find out. I counted myself lucky that I wasn't affiliated with them anymore and left it at that. Baby, this story is scary because you expect a young girl, and excuse me for how misogynistic you guys are going to take this, but I don't care. It's just going to sound like some more Kyle bullshit. But you expect a young girl who perhaps grew up in a household with no father and is just looking for an authority figure. You know what I mean? The type of chick that is easily drifting towards their teachers or drifting towards pretty much anybody that can give them something that they've been missing, right? To just go along with a guy who is abusive and outright ridiculous and blah, 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 blah. Dude, they should have turned on this Mark dude, for real. Because, in my opinion, when you see shit like this going down, you know it's not gonna stop. You can get away from Mark and maybe save your own life, yeah, dude. But maybe you should be trying to save other people's lives in the future, because until Mark is stopped, he's just gonna keep getting away with it. What you mean he took a guy from a chick's house, put him in the trunk, took him out of the car, pistol whipped his ass, and then pissed on him and tied him to a tree? What? And what was the cops? What were the cops doing there? Like, how did they follow up on that? Wow, I don't know. It's a crazy story, and maybe it's just that. But the scary thing about these stories is that, you know, fact is stranger than fiction. Something like this has happened. Something like this with a worse ending has happened. You know what I mean? It could have just been him rolling in there and going, "You sleeping with this girl that I like that don't like me? Psh, I'm gonna kill you. And then I'm gonna kill her. And then I'm gonna kill myself. Just kidding. I gotta live to kill other people that don't deserve it." Mark away. That's pretty fucked up. But number 33, man. Mischief Panda says, "Hey, Kyle, it's Courtney. I was Snapchatting you earlier." Well, I'm guessing you were Snapchatting me under a fake name. A lot of people do that. I don't remember a Courtney, though. I remember everybody, and I don't remember a Courtney. Courtney. This channel doesn't have any content. Interesting. Interesting. To a lot of people who may have sent snaps that I haven't responded to yet. Get over it. I love you. So here we go. Number 33. I had a friend who was male who raped another friend of ours who was female. He even later admitted it in a bar, and a short time later I gave him the option to go to the cops or I'd kick his ass. He chose the latter. Long story short, she went to the police. There was not enough evidence to convict, and she was pretty messed up and transferred schools. In the process, I lost all of my guy friends in the group because even though he admitted it in front of us, I was evidently a prick for kicking his ass and couldn't just leave it alone. It was the mid-90s. Was this guy's friend Harvey Weinstein? That joke's old. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. There are tons of other rapists that I guess we should tease. So how's about that? How's about that? So here we go. Number 32. Made his gym teacher date cry. What? Made his gym teacher date cry. Okay. So he went out with a gym teacher on a date and they cried. We were on a double date and his girl wanted to see the new Ghostbusters. Oh no. But my friend refused under the I won't pretend. Auspice.
Auspice.
A divine or prophetic token. Okay. So look. We were on a double date and this girl wanted to go see the new Ghostbusters. No, you do not. But my friend refused under the auspices that the movie was an atrocity that raped his childhood. Okay. He insisted we see Cafe Society instead because Woody Allen is a fucking genius. Oh. When his date asked, didn't he diddle his daughter? My friend lacerated her. A maid with a dirty mind walked in. Woody was just playing peekaboo. What? When his date suggested it was hide the salami instead, my friend declared that that wasn't kosher, then lectured her on Jewish dietary restrictions. His date enjoyed the movie, really loved Michael Scott and Michael Cera's performances. Another lecture from my friend outlining the differences between Jesse Eisenberg and Michael Cera. Then comes dinner. The date offered to cover the tip. The bill was $70, so she laid down a 10 spot. My friend ostentatiously dropped a couple of quarters on the table. When his date asked why, he said, "I guess old Woody was right. Those who can't do, teach. And those who can't teach, teach Jim." 15% of 70 is 1050. And that's what did it. She was so tired of being treated like an idiot all night that she finally broke down in tears. Someone responds, "The real question, why are you friends with someone like that?" That's the real question. This shit is abuse. This is like comically over the top, like written for the sake of a sitcom douchebaggery. You know, this is like I guess the best way to describe it would be to say that it would be kind of like a Big Bang Theory character, if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Bazinga!
All right? It's so fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my God. Yeah, women like jerks, dude. But this is a bit much. This is emotional abuse. Holy shit. This is emotional abuse. And yes, there are women out there who live for this kind of crap and are just like, God damn, I love you. You know what I mean? But whoa, dude. Okay. Number 31. One of my closest friends in high school was in my English class, and we were writing a lengthy final research paper. The day before they were due, I went to shower and came back with my Google Drive empty. I was so upset and had my teachers and friends comfort me. I ended up passing English, but got a call over the summer from my teacher saying that he ended up finding my paper. Turns out my friend who knew my password was the name of my dead dog, logged into my account, copy and pasted the 9-page paper word for word, and erased my entire account. She denied it for months before she finally fessed up when she was drunk. We aren't friends anymore. Friends, y'all. Get fucking rid of them. You know what I'm talking about? Get them out of there. Get them out of there. Friends. Ooh. Jesus Christ. Eric says, eat my ass, Kyle. What? Who is this guy? I wonder if that guy's woman slept with me in the past. I'm sorry, man. But it's important to disclose. I'm not giving it to anybody who doesn't want it. Alright, Eric? Looks like you just wrecked yourself. I'm just kidding. If he was born in 97, what's this kid like? He's just able to get a drink. You know what I'm talking about? As we roll up to number 30, I had a friend who willingly told me that he cheated on his girlfriend with another girl and got her pregnant on the night of his senior prom. Told me not to tell his girlfriend, and I wrestled with the thought of not telling her for weeks. Racked with guilt, I told her, and she thanked me. Of course, he was pissed and never spoke to me again after that, and I accepted it. Some people say it wasn't my business to say anything at all, but I felt that it was the right thing to do. What a hero. I'd give this guy an upvote if my upvotes weren't special. Do you get what I'm saying? You're so pretentious, Kyle. Hey, I gotta value my upvotes here, okay? At any rate, here's how this story would go if it were a normal story with most people that you would come into. It'd be pretty much the same story. Let's just read it from the beginning and I'll change it based on how this shit normally goes. I had a friend who willingly told me he cheated on his girlfriend with another girl and got her pregnant on the night of his senior prom. Told me not to tell his girlfriend, and I wrestled with the thought, not telling her for weeks. Wrecked with guilt, I told her, and she didn't believe me, and they both turned on me, and all my group of friends didn't believe me either, and I lost everybody, and also bummed out about it because I loved my friends and they were all so cool. That's why they didn't believe me when I was telling them the truth. And instead of getting any fucking information from like the bitch who got pregnant or some shit like that, they just fucking blackballed my ass. You know, I'm on that list and I can't be friends with them anymore. I'm such a faggot. Kill yourself. As we roll up to number 29. 20 Stein. Rabbi Kael's reading another entry. Glue Ghost. It's an interesting name. Hello, Jesus. How you doing? As we roll up to 29, though, this isn't really emotionally scarring, but it still pisses me off. My significant other wanted to buy a Dreamcast. He used to have one when he was younger, but it got sold or broken at some point. So his boss at a used game store at the time has a Dreamcast with all the cords and extra controller, the works, Marvel vs. Capcom, which was the game that my significant other wanted more than any other. So the boss wants to sell it because he's going on vacation, but my significant other doesn't get paid for a minute, so he can't buy it right now. Okay. Boss wants to sell it as soon as he says, the boss wants to sell it soon, so he says won't be able to wait if someone else has the money. My significant other calls his friend Rob once he's home, tells him about the system and game, and asks if he can borrow some money until he got paid. Rob says yes, absolutely. He'll go get it and bring it over, except Rob never shows up. Significant other goes into work the next day, and the boss tells him Rob bought the stuff from him. After he finally gets a hold of Rob, it turns out he decided to keep the system and the games for himself because of what good condition they were in. Like, seriously. Fuck you, Rob. What the dick. It was worth losing a friend over, dude. Holy shit. Sega Dreamcast. Wow. 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 Anyway, Fat Man says an ex-friend of mine came to my house, told my grandmother that I told him he could borrow some of my N64 games. He took a bunch of them and then sold them to other friends. They knew they were my games because I named them. I like to think of Fat Man naming his games like Mitch and Conroy. You just write the name on the back. I'm really sorry that happened to you, Fat Man. That seems kind of fucked up. You know, you should have done is been like me and had like literally like 2 friends that you could name throughout my entire childhood. I had like, okay, going back into like elementary, I had one friend. His name was Darren McDougal. Going into middle school, I had like 2 friends. And both of them were like friends at enough of a distance where it was like, they were kind of like half friends, so both of them together made one full friend. You know what I'm talking about? It's not like I didn't love them. It's not like I didn't love them. It's just, you know, you got to keep everybody at bay, baby. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. You know what I mean? Back in the day, there was this one meme on the internet where a dude held a gun up to himself. It was like a bad Photoshop. It said, "Don't trust anyone, not even yourself." Not even yourself. Let's find that meme. That was one of my favorites. There it is. Don't trust anyone, not even yourself. You know what I'm talking about? This shit was my jam. It's one of my favorite memes from back in the day, okay? I remember seeing this shit on 4chan and losing my mind. Alright, and that's just the way that it was. It's just the way that it was. Okay? That's right. I had a friend named Mario. As we roll up to fucking number 28. When we were little kids, my best friend at the time and I were wandering around the middle of a field of cows on her aunt's property. We came up to one of those small ponds that farmers dig for the cows to wade in and stuff. She bends down, scoops some water into her hands, and drinks it. She drank the fucking cow water. Her excuse was that manure is naturally good for your skin. You didn't put it on your skin, Jenny. You drank it. Ew. 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 Pluto Hughes, the Big Titty Muse, says, I'm so glad I caught another Kyle stream. I'm glad that you could too, if this is how you get down. Kyle 2, Electric Boogaloo. Number 27. In a nightclub bathroom, a friend lifted a turd out of the toilets and threw it across the bathroom. It broke up in midair and hit a few different people. Moron. He got a bit of a kicking before the bouncers threw him out. I like your booty, but I'm not gay. Booty gay. Oots, 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 oots. Sorry, I'm just naming one of my favorite club bangers. You know how it is. Number 26. Back in high school, I heard a rumor about one of my classmates having a sex tape. A group of her friends were talking about it, and I overheard. Apparently, she doesn't even know it's out there, and not one of her friends said anything to her about it. As we roll up to 25, not to somebody, to something. We were out drinking in the woods, and one friend saw a deer come up. It was oddly friendly and came really close to us. The friend went up and tackled the deer and wrestled it to the ground. He eventually broke the deer's neck and came up all proud. Y'all better have been a straight bunch of females in the midst of this motherfucker. Because I like to think, I mean, yeah, it's an, what's wrong with you though? Oh boy. I like to think that's some next level shit, man. Because I mean, I don't know. I don't want to touch it. Number 23 says, I saw a friend beat his girlfriend. I should just pause for a long time and allow somebody to actually get all the way to the end of typing. Oh no, Kyle, you missed 24. You know what I mean? Even though I know that I did that, right? But I just wanted to give them time to type that shit out. Boy, we'll see in the next couple of seconds if somebody said it. Nobody did. I should have given them more time though. I should have made it like I was just going to drift up to the next one, you know what I'm talking about? I like to think that maybe somebody got all the way through typing it out and then I said it and they were like, oh no, backspace, backspace. Okay, so here we are. Number 24. I had a friend who murdered. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. God damn. Okay, I'm very sorry. This isn't funny. It's just, damn. Number 24. I had a friend who murdered both his parents. He's now in prison for life with no chance of parole. This happened about 10 years ago. What did Chuckster say? What did he say, god damn it? You better tell me what Chuckster said right now. God damn it. All right. What did he say? That bitch. All right, look. Number 24, man. Damn. He murdered his parents. Jesus. In Jacksonville, Florida? No, Georgia. Camden County man receives life for killing parents. Why'd he do it? 23. He shot his 47-year-old father and his 44-year-old mama. He surrendered peacefully. He just wanted to fucking kill him, dude. Yo, what is prison treating a dude like this? Like you just shot your mom and dad in cold blood. Matra and fratricide. Faith said that Chuckster said, I bet he's not a dear friend anymore. You stupid for that one, man. You are stupid for that one. I really do hope everyone enjoyed your day. You guys are amazing. Anthony Newman says, let's tempt Kyle with Hungry Howies. How the fuck does this guy know that I'm in the mood for... Who is this guy? In my head, I'm saying Newman like Seinfeld, but that reference is like 30 years old at this point. Fuck me. Number 22. A former friend slash acquaintance was a bilateral amputee. Received 3 prosthetics from a mom and pop shop. Fully customized physical therapy. The works. Friend and the wife of the shop owner set up a fundraiser to make money for another person to get prosthetics. The friend apparently stole the money, made a bunch of excuses, disappeared from social media, then cut off contacts. They literally already had the receipt picked out, and the shop ate the cost. Somebody said, I think I heard something about this, but the receipt was going to sue your friend, but was talked out of it because they apparently did not have a leg to stand on. Come on, man. Come on. So we continue up to number 21. Not my friend, but my wife's formerly best friend. You could just say former, I guess. Let's call her Chelsea. Chelsea was a roommate of ours and had been a good friend of my wife since before they went to high school. For the laugh of me, I don't know why we put up with her, but she was my wife's only friend. So here's a short list of the things that I witnessed. Before we were roommates with Chelsea, we lived with a different couple. Chelsea came over to hang out with my wife and met the couple. Within a week, I found out Chelsea was attempting to undermine their relationship and trying to fuck the husband. Ew. Chelsea regularly made negative comments about my wife's skincare slash makeup choices in front of her and me and immediately played it off as a joke. Chelsea tried to emotionally wreck my wife before the wedding by making a Facebook post about how my wife is a terrible friend for not making her the maid of honor in our wedding, even though we didn't have the time or money to allow for a standard wedding party. Chelsea vomited during a party she held while we were out of town and used my vacuum to clean it up. I realize now that this isn't exactly relevant to the post, but fuck Chelsea. Fuck Chelsea, you know? Fuck Chelsea. Where'd Emmy go? And Hannah. Hey, look, Alexius is here too. The gang's all here. And it doesn't look like Anthony's gonna tell us the real reason he got fired either. As we continue to number 20. Damn. One of my friends was very weird. I was coming from a very low income family, and my dad passed away and my mom worked as a maid while I was going through college. Thankfully, I was a smart kid, so my school was taken care of by scholarships. So lo and behold, this friend of mine gave me some of his old clothes, took me out to eat, whatnot. I was very grateful to him. And one day he says, "You better suck my dick." I was like, no. But one day he grabbed a hot pan right out of the stove and pressed it against my forearm. You could hear the sizzling of my fresh meat being burned by it. I was numbed out. Until that day, I realized that he saw me like a pet rat. That he felt that he owned me for helping me out with his old clothes. I never felt so powerless. He was smiling while burning me too. Dude, what? That's the end of this guy's story. I love it, dude. Somebody said, please tell me he's in jail right now or is facing some sort of punishment. The guy says, nope, because he's a cuck. He's a popular kid in school, good-looking athlete, and his whole family are Christian. That has nothing to do with the fact that he took a pan, put it on your fucking skin, and was smiling while he did it. Okay? Best believe I'd be trying to fucking fight this guy or wrestle the pan from it and put it on his face. How about that? You know what I'm talking about? I'm the type of person where, like, if I'm ever threatened in a certain way, can't really talk about it behind an open mic. Not just because we're recording, but because if I were to say it anywhere, Skype call, phone call, the government is listening, baby. And none of us want to become a person of interest. I can tell you that. But let me tell you something, man. There's no ends like ends that aren't loose. And the only way them ends are certifiably not loose is if people ain't breathing. You know what I'm talking about? Bing bong. Number 19. My friend's parents offered us to rent their house. What an unsatisfying ending, am I right? You know what I'm talking about? He was smiling while he was burning me too, and I just scurried back to my little mouse hole. Fucking what the fuck? What the fuck? Number 19. My friend's parents offered to they offered us to rent their house out of the when they moved away time away together. They let us move our stuff in before they left and suddenly wanted $4,000 without signing any contracts. We declined and began taking our belongings out. They soon wrote up an agreement that literally said any previous and future damage would be put on the tenants. Their hardwood floors was popping out all around the house. The back dens and walls were... What the fuck y'all talking about? The plumbing was fucked and there was a built bedroom in the garage, which is illegal. We stopped talking to them. God, I don't know what's going on in this list anymore. This list is ridiculous. I just hope everybody's having a great day. Things are making sense. Oh boy. But it seems that Emmy and Hannah have vanished. Hopefully they haven't vanished away together. Because, yeah, no, they'd probably be getting up to no good. Or trying to get ahead of me in Call of Duty or Overwatch or something. No, wait, Emmy can't play games right now. So as we roll up to 18, I was walking home with a friend from high school. We were not far behind a mail truck that was on its route, delivering mail to people's mailboxes. At one point, he just started opening the mailboxes and removing the contents, looking for checks or anything interesting. When I told him that he could get arrested, he just laughed and kept doing it. So I left him there with his hands full of other people's private mail and went off by myself. I never again associated him. Somebody said I should have called the police. I think the question I want to ask Reddit is something like, have you ever been in the midst of somebody that just started doing some crazy ass shit, so you started recording them or take a picture? Let me ask a question like that, because that shit, I need to know how to phrase that. I need to know how to phrase that. What do you mean Emmy went to work? It's 10:21 p.m. What the fuck did she... I mean, maybe she's doing actual work. Let me see here. ASKREDDIT. Toggle the sidebar. Ask a question. It's got to be something like... Let's see. What's the craziest thing Meh. Yeah, we can. Alright, sorry. I'll forget these things if I don't do them quickly. Believe in me, as I believe in you. Number 17. I saw a friend forcing a drunk guy to lick his wiener. He isn't my friend anymore. Someone says you were the drunk guy, weren't you? This is ridiculous. As we roll up to 16, I'm going to start powering through these. Believe in me. It's about time. Number 16. I was at one of the first parties I ever went to. Me and two friends go and find another friend thinking he was in his car. He was raping a girl. We take the girl out and make sure she's okay. I look after her for 2 hours or so. She's expressed to me that she didn't want to press charges in case her parents find out. Stupid bitch. Live that life. I told another guy at the party what she said. He took the guy who raped her and held him down just below the elbows and his knees, gave him an orbital fracture and broke his nose and jaw. Ha 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 ha. He deserved that. The rapist looks completely different now and has some pretty serious scars on his face. Nothing became of it legally. No police questioning or anything. Cute. Hey, look, it's Deja. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and an even better holiday term. Proceeding towards this new year thing that people give shits about. Love you. Number 15. I was once witness to someone, not my friend, sticking a decently powerful firecracker into another friend's mouth while he was passed out drunk. Everyone was laughing like it was a joke. Like, ha ha ha, it would be crazy if you did that. Then the motherfucker, feeding off of the laughter, lit the fucking wick and everyone was like, what the fuck? And had no time to react. It lit and sizzled down instantly to firecracker body. And somehow, luckily, it turned out to be a dud. The night almost took a dark turn. Did y'all whoop this boy's ass? You put this nigga put a firecracker in somebody's mouth and lit it? Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Okay. Okay. Number 14, baby. My ex-friend, when we were 10, stole my holographic Charizard and my holographic Blastoise. Then showed them to me the next day at school and said he bought them the day he stole them from me. What an asshole. And you just let him. You just let him get away with it. You just let him get away with it. Number 13. I saw her swing a golf club at her boyfriend's head, in furious anger, for real, full speed, trying to actually hit him with it. She missed. If she had hit him, she would have killed him. Probably. She apologized to everyone who saw it, but it was too creepy. People kind of shunned her after that. Attempted murder is not okay. You know, she even worse. She even worse when people ain't around. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. That's the worst part about most people, is that the only time that they're decent is when they're around certain people. Jesus Christ. You fucking monsters. Number 12. My ex-girlfriend killed my cat after I dumped her for cheating on me. Oh. Oh my God, Mr. Meowmers. I miss, wait, whoa. Let me call Emmy really quick. Let me call Emmy. Let me call Emily. Hold on. Because I used to do this thing with cats that used to piss Emily off. It was really funny. She's not going to pick up, is she? It's not even ringing. What is this? What the hell? Why won't my phone ring my balls tonight? Okay, now it's ringing. Right? Busy? What? Never mind. Yeah, she's in her bathtub. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Hello, Emily.
Hello.
Why did you not pick up? I'm me. I can't believe you didn't.
I'm literally sitting in and
What?
trying to take a bath.
It's not like that intense a thing. You're just sitting there, right?
Yeah, but I'm listening to music.
Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting your music, but I wanted to call you for something specific. I'm reading a story, and it's about how an ex-girlfriend like killed some guy's cat after the guy dumped her for cheating on him, right? But then it reminded me of that noise that I used to make when I was talking about like a cat.
No.
And the,
No.
Can I please just make it though?
Sure.
Just one time. Okay, come on. Okay, all right, check it out. It's like a cat, and it's in the middle of the street, and then a car comes. Okay, you ready? Okay.
No.
Okay, wait. Okay, check it out. All right, here it comes. All right. I can do better. I can do better than that. Okay, wait. Hold on. That's a good one. You don't like that? That's not good? Come on. It's a figurative cat. The cat's not real. It's like a hypothetical cat.
I like all cats.
Wait, did you say you like all cats? Like even hypothetical cats you like?
Mm-hmm.
Enough to have them not be killed. No cats have died in the making of this, oh my god, and then Faith is hitting us with like a crying face emoji. I'm sorry for interrupting your shower, Emily.
Okay.
And I'll let you get back to it, even though it's a bath. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Bye.
Don't not pick up the phone from me again. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Okay. Talk to you soon. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. She was so upset the first time I made that noise. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I guess we have a list to finish, huh? I kind of like almost passed out for a couple seconds. Just drifted into another state of consciousness. Number 11. When I was 7 or 8, 2 kids in my class literally stoned a kid to near death during recess and left him in a flood irrigation ditch when the bell rang? What the fuck? 7 or 8 years old? The boy was found shortly after by a staff member who immediately called 911. His mom burst into the classroom in tears, berating the teacher because she had identified the boys as being violent toward her son. I never saw this, his mom, the 2 boys, or the teachers again. What the fuck? Where the hell did you grow up, dude? As we roll up to number 10. This is tame compared to some of the others, but it was fucked up nonetheless. I was very close friends with a married couple during grad school. I hung out with them several times a week, and one summer the husband is away doing field work in Honduras. The wife spends a ton of time hanging out with me, totally platonic, and her husband has no worries. The wife was doing her research at a giant manufacturing organization nearby and was often going to after-hours work events with some of her co-workers. She's a social scientist, so spending time with the factory workers and such was critical to her work. Well, turns out she was actually screwing some upper management guy and using me as her cover with her husband. She was cheating on him, using me, and lying to me about it. We were close enough friends that she could have talked to me about it, and I would have understood, maybe. Worst part, this was happening while her husband was trying to escape the coup in Honduras at the time. He was being smuggled out of the country under tarps and produce in the bed of a pickup truck while his wife was busy betraying him at home. I haven't talked to her in years, and I'm still close with her ex-husband. Well, I'm glad he's out of that now. He deserves something far better. Jesus Christ, can these lists just not be about the bummers of the world? It's getting pretty slimy and sad with all the cheating going on, man. People are fucking dirtbags. Number 9, at a small party at my friend's house with maybe 15 or so people. That's my kind of party. Even 15 is a lot, dude. Maybe 6 people that are all amusing. None of them can be boring. You understand me? And by boring, I don't mean like they gotta be fucking spazzing out and going crazy and their arms and limbs are just like crazy. It's like they're on strings like some kind of marionette doll. I'm talking about, you know, just like, you know, they're interesting people. You could like go, hey man, what are you passionate about? And they actually have something to say to you, you know? You don't talk to me about the weather or ask me what my favorite genre of music is. Like, Jesus Christ. I go into his bedroom to charge my phone, and I walk in on one of our friends going through his dresser. I didn't ask him what he was doing, just screamed for my friend to come here. This thief of a friend tried playing it off that he was looking for something. When we asked him what he was looking for, he said, well, what were you coming in here for? I just walked over to the charger, plugged my phone in, and said, that's what I was here for. What about you? My friend checked his dresser to make sure nothing was taken, said he was missing a couple $100 in cash that he had there. He pulled it out of his pocket and left. Someone says, load your medicine cabinet up with a bunch of marbles before having people over. And then somebody else edits it to say, load your medicine cabinet up with a bunch of laxatives before having people over. See, me, I just put poison in there. What are you doing coming over to my house and having shit in my medicine cabinet? It's not like it's, you know, shit. It says it's for me, you know. And if they take it and they die, then, you know, I'll tell the police that it was medicine to kill myself, because any day now I'm just going to be in the mood to do it, man. Shouldn't have been going through my shit, man. Shouldn't have been going through my shit. Shouldn't have been going through my shit. Number 8. My friend mixed peanut butter and ranch and then dipped pizza in it. Peanut butter? I mean, depending on where you get pizza from, I know that some places pretzel up their bread. Oh my God. What's wrong with you? Number 7. Okay, let's finish this list. I'm feeling strange. I was hanging out with my new roommate in college at Walmart when she suddenly grabbed an employee and told him that this guy down the aisle was stealing. Pretty much got all the employees' attention onto him so she could then steal stuff without worry. Oh. My God. Number 6. 2 of my friends lied to another friend they were living with about how much money she owed the utilities every month. It was supposed to be a 3-way split, but she found out she was paying half every month. She's still friends with them, but I've pretty much cut ties with all of them. Good. Number 5. Oh my God. I guess this might not count because these guys weren't friends of mine and I didn't actually see it in person, just what I was told about later, but it's pretty fucked up, so you might like to hear it. When I was in high school, I was a wrestler. I was one of the better wrestlers in the state, so the younger kids liked to talk to me a lot. Our team had gone to a wrestling camp and there was a very small freshman kid on our team. I think he wrestled the 98-pound waist class, so he was small. As we were going up to the camp, he was pretty talkative. Coming back, he was extremely quiet. Not good. I started talking to him on the bus about it, and after a while, he told me that these bigger, older kids, who were not liked by everyone knew they were bullies, would come into his cabin and mess with him. One of the nights, they were getting really rough, and he tried to leave because he was scared. They grabbed him and beat him up. Then one kid took a baseball bat and they shoved the handle up his anus. They were all laughing and scared him so bad that he didn't want to tell anyone, mostly I think because he was embarrassed. I've never felt so bad for someone in my life. I told my coach, who told the police, and those kids all got charged. I was a senior that year, so I couldn't befriend that kid any longer than that year. But I made sure he had other friends on our team. I've seen him a couple of times since, and he seems to be doing well. At least those assholes got charged, man, but fuck. I feel like if y'all little niggas and y'all going somewhere, you know what I mean? Because what happened? Y'all went to a camp, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all little niggas, y'all go and do a camp. A chaperone needs to be sleeping with y'all. And you know what I mean? The thing is, you can't even have one chaperone these days because the chaperone will be the one doing the raping. So you got to have multiple chaperones, preferably one of both sexes, so they can not be gross. And just pray to God that both of them aren't in on it together to get some little kid action. Jesus Christ, what a world we living in. That little kid action. Number 4, my best friend used to host pretty big parties in high school. And I don't mean keg parties. These were pretty much Ivy League looking affairs with catered food. And at one such party, while backing out of the driveway, one of our friend's cars hit another friend's car like a grocery store parking lot tapper. One of the friends faked a neck injury and sued the other one. And it's one of the few coldest, most evil things I've ever known anyone to do. People will do whatever they can get away with. And that's what happened.
Surprise. Money for ass eating.
Oh my God, Fat Man. Fat Man has just $50'd my Pringly Wingly. All up in my butt time tonight. A special round of applause. For the Fat Man. Wow. Fat Man it. You know, Fat Man, he just, what do I even say before? What did I used to say? I haven't said it in so long. Somebody needs to help me. What did I used to say before? I used to say something, but I can't remember what it was. Thank you, Fat Man. Help me remember that thing I used to say. Nah, man, it wasn't that you get me moist. Emmy says, well, ain't that a... Oh, yeah, dude. It looks like Fat Man just put me in the splash zone. You know what I'm talking about? I completely forgot. How did I forget that I used to say that? That's so whack. Seriously, thank you, Fat Man. That's pretty amazing. Wow. Fat Man, figure out a way for us to personally thank you properly, and then we'll hit you. I really do hope you guys enjoyed that Jello video that I uploaded separately, because I took that bitch into Audacity and recorded it. Yo, what the fuck?
Eat that ass with some toast.
What the fuck? Yo, Jesus and Fat Man out here. And Jesus beats Fat Man by 1 cent, apparently. Not that this is a competition. Y'all both just hit me with 101 cent. Wow. Christmas came early. You know what I mean? A full fucking 354 days early. You know what I'm talking about? Bing bong. A special round of applause for Jesus. Can you get this like emoji shit out of the way? Thank you. Emmy Bun says Kyle. Emmy says, I would like Hello Neighbor stream for my sad face cat sounds. I'm not playing that game again. You have all the streamers in the world to play that anxiety fest of a maddening piece of frustrating no. You know what I was saying? You know what I said to, I think I said it to Hannah. When we were playing that game, you know when you go up into the room and you pull the lever down? There should have been a cutscene there to show you what pulling that lever down does. You know what I mean? That game doesn't exist in a completed state. It's just come out of alpha, and it needs to remember that it's a video game. Is what it does. Because there's no... Ugh, what the hell? No. Yo, what are you doing?
Gonna get you into the slash zone stabby.
The slash zone? I don't like that. That doesn't sound safe. Bro, seriously, thank you again. You really put me in the splash zone, you know?
God damn!
And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It looks like, my God, like my heart. It's gonna give out any minute. It's gonna give out. Alright, that's enough. Stop pressing those buttons. I didn't mean to press that one. I meant to press that one. I like that. I like that button. A round of applause again for fucking. I mean, how? Oh my God, you know. Oh my God. So there's that. There's that. Fat Man. Wow, wow. He just hit it with a fitty sandwich. You know, my lord. What was I doing again? Where were we again? My lord. The list. The list of 40 worst things that friends have done. Talk about best things that Fat Man has done. What the hell? Oh my God. Where are we? Number 3. So slowly
Just keep out of my stash zone.
Fat Man, Jesus Christ, son. Jesus Christ, Fat Man. This isn't it's not possible, Fat Man. It's not possible. Thank you, Fat Man. Jesus Christ, man. Thank you, Jesus. Ooh. Emmy says the worst thing that Kyle has done is call her in the middle of her relaxing bath time to make dying cat sounds at me just after my... I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Emmy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that. Oh, Emmy. I'm sorry, okay? You know that I don't remember, and I do everything with a kind heart. You gotta judge by intention. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you know. I like to think that your cat lives on in Fat Man, and he's sowing good deeds in the name of wonder, whimsy, and beauty. Listen, number 3. Slowly cut a hole in their abdomen and pushed their fingers into the hole as deeply as they could, which turned out to be 10 centimeters. The victim ended up needing a CT. Staple rows of staple along the length of someone's leg, ram a needle into someone's chest and feed a wire into the chest cavity through it, deliberately pull on and lengthen someone's broken leg, help 3 other blokes pin somebody down while I stab the guy in the thigh. Someone says, I mean, I'm a doctor. I see my friends do all kind of weird stuff. You son of a bitch. Emily Quinglemeyer. Emily M.J. Squirtum. Okay? You do not get to come in here and use the tragedy of a dead pet to sway political favors in I don't want. Look, you know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get a capture card, and then I'm gonna play Mario for you. You know, we've been playing A Hat in Time, which is like the discount Mario. Okay, we're gonna play Super Mario, whatever the new one is, Bing Bong Land, Super Mario Bing Bong. That's what I'll name it. Emmy says I do what I want, bitch. There's no comma in there, so. Emmy says, I don't want to marry you. Look. Actually, Hello Neighbor is actually a virus. You know, I had to take it off the computer. It's a virus. I'm sorry. These things happen, you know. She wants weird, creepy games, you know. Prey is creepy. I could re-download Prey again. I think everybody should vote on a creepy game for me to play, and then we'll go from there. Number 2, I had a friend who tried to pressure his friend into taking some Adderall. When his friend refused because he had art issues, my friend crushed up the Adderall and slipped it into his drink while he was in the bathroom. Oh my God. He then joked with his friend about slipping it in his drink that he just finished. His friend got pissed, and my friend told him that he was just joking and that he didn't actually do it. The friend left after that. Then my friend admitted to me that he really did slip Adderall into his friend's drink, and we are no longer friends. Okay. People are terrible. How are you trying to... Why would you do that? Why would you make somebody else take fucking drugs against... Like, without them knowing, you know? I think that's the scariest thing in the world. Can you imagine somebody, like, trying to give you acid or something, or LSD without you knowing? And then leaving you alone? Like, that is so scary. That's a great way to have somebody kill you, dude. You know what I'm talking about? That's like indirect murder. You know what I'm talking about? That's legitimately indirect murder, in my opinion. If you give somebody some hard ass drugs that could just and then let them loose, you know what I'm talking about? Holy shit. Holy shit. Did Emmy say I want neighbor game with the scary music and lots of Kyle distress for my comfoti? Number 1, boy. I watched my friend kill another friend in cold blood after an argument got way out of control. I had to testify in court, and he's now serving a 20-year sentence. People going to jail for life for being caught with drugs that they weren't even planning to sell. They were just trying to fuck up their own life, dude. Drugs. And they in jail for life, and he killed a dude. 20 years. Comfoti. Okay. Comfoti. Guys, I love you. Can't believe Fat Man tonight. Hey, I got 4 answers to my gay little question. Someone says the question that I asked was, it's Dancing Boy. Fat Man, Jesus Christ.
Proof that God exists. 1. If it exists, there is porn of it. 2. There is porn of God. Therefore, God is real.
Now I'm wondering if Fat Man made that meme, because he sent me that meme earlier. Hey, some of the things in that little thing are spinning. You see? Make it bigger. How weird. That's creepy. They're spinning. I wonder if those are Fat Man's things. One of them's a subscriber. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so fascinated by that. I apologize. Guys, in response to the question that I asked earlier, it was something along the lines of, what's the craziest thing that you recorded / photographed somebody doing? Somebody responded, met 2 gay guys at a bar one night, quickly became friends with them, ended up going back to one of their apartments to hang out. One of the guys just kept going like zoinks Scoob the entire night. When we walked in the apartment, he immediately changed into his Scooby-Doo costume and started dancing. I just watched and videotaped. What? Somebody else responds, what's the craziest thing that you've recorded for photographed somebody doing? I came back from a Christmas Eve party, drove up the driveway, and the headlights were shining on our dog poking its head out of the gate. It looked like the dog was debating whether or not to run like the wind or go back into the yard. Instead, she just stared at us frozen. Boring. Somebody else says, I recorded my 1-year-old son carrying around my cat like a stuffed animal. Poor kitty didn't even try to get away. Another one says, I saw my friend whip out his phone and watch Kyle. I was disgusted. Which dirty motherfucker did this shit? Snack Daddy, who the fuck are you? Which one of you did this? What the fuck? Somebody responds, what were some of the shadiest shit people pulled this year? That he just made that post. But what's his top thing? Who is this? Is this Fat Man? This guy lives in Miami. This guy says, ha, I'm 14 and these are my plans for the weekend. What the hell? That's Fat Man? It's not him for a change, she says. It's not him. Well, guys, I love you to death. You know, I want to thank my sponsors. Look at them, shining in glory. Can't believe Jesus and Fat Man, both sponsors, both badasses. Want to thank all of you. Look at how many of you are. That's incredible. Holy crap! I forgot to put Andres on there. So Andres, if you're listening, I love you. You're amazing. Want to thank my patrons as well. You guys are just dank in a way that don't even make sense. I really hope you guys are having a great Christmas and have an even better new year, and you're not depressed or overwhelmed or overthinking what you may have to deal with as you roll into the new year. Toggle the sidebar. My grandpa doesn't trust his new Roomba, so he's been following it around. Hilarious. Every time someone is in the pool, he'll jump in and rescue them. Oh boy. I love it. He's such a good boy. Oh my god. Aww, he had a stick. Duck Hunt VR. Okay. It's funny how far we've come, man. So what's the joke? There's got to be a joke in there. Is it Terry Crews? Have I seen this before? Oh no, you're just dual wielding with Duck Hunt. Okay. What the hell? Ridiculous. Why did I expect Terry Crews? That's the funny part. Oh boy. Nice to see everybody, and I hope you guys had a great day and enjoyed the stream. Thanks for liking the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Oh my god. This horse was not programmed to be okay. Oh well. Poor horse. Guys, love you. I'll probably play something soon. I've been screwing around in GTA recently with Hannah. Hannah just, oh yeah, I got Hannah GTA. And then, you know, I was trying to get her some money so that she can make some moves in that game. But we haven't even like been able to get enough to buy clothes yet because some of the things in GTA are just wildly overpriced. It's amusing. So maybe I'll boot that up later. I love you all to death. Snap me if you need me. Send me things if you find something amazing to read. Leave a comment on the videos. Do what you do. I love you. I'm here for you. See you soon. Thanks again to Jesus and Fat Man. Oh my god. Good night.